Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 162 of Petey's Awesome Guest Panel. Before we introduce tonight's wonderful, awesome guest star, I want to get down to business. Before we get to the fun stuff, and we got a fun show for tonight, but we got to get down to business first. First off, this episode is brought to you by the wonderful people at the Morphin Agency. Just wanted to thank everybody at the Morphin Agency for making this episode happen. So thank you guys. And also introducing tonight's co-host, a wonderful group of Power Ranger fans, a lovely panel. First off, I'm a gentleman, so let's start first. From the land from down under, Miss Jessie Devine.
Yeah!
Love it. Love that positive optimism.
Me too.
Also joining us tonight, too, representing Morphin Time Fitness, Mr. Rob Dunnan.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? Drew, my man.
Love it. And absolutely not least, let's welcome also a wonderful friend of mine. He is then the man, Dan Romano.
Hey, Pete.
The
Glad to be here.
So cool to have you, man. Now, and tonight we bring back a wonderful guest star, and he's a good dude, and he's also a Power Ranger legend. He is an icon. He is a what many would say a gift from God's greenest passionized earth. He is the legendary Mr. Phillip Andrew. Welcome back, Phil. How you doing today?
Woo! What's up, guys? How's everybody doing?
So good to have you. Yeah. And before we get down to some questions, we have a couple of questions we want to ask you tonight, Phil. But before we do, Mr. Dunnan, you have something you would like to say?
Yeah. So, Drew, tell us about this whole thing with Fortnite that you got going on next week.
Okay. All right, guys.
Plug it.
This is awesome, everybody. All right, so we just got word that Fortnite just added Power Rangers to, and of course, it's the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers suits, whatever. We've reached out to them to try and add the Lunar Wolf to it as well. But, however, I've been on the phone with Jack Guzman. We talked to Brennan Mejia earlier, and I'm waiting to hear back from Chris McCain Lee because I know he plays video games and as well as Brennan. Brennan's doing shoots with NCIS right now and stuff. So we're looking to go in, and then all four of us are going to be on a team. And again, I haven't played a video game in 15 years, so this is going to take me a minute to figure it out. I'm probably going to have to practice, here in the next week or whatever. But yeah, so we'll be all Power Rangers from different seasons, except for Jack and I, same season, and we're going to be a team on Fortnite, and we're gonna play the game, and we're going to interact with fans on that. And again, producer agent is kind of doing all that kind of stuff because it's above me. I have no idea. I don't know how all this stuff works, but yeah, guys, yeah. Fortnite, Power Rangers just dropped on it, so I think that's really cool. To be honest with you, I think it's really super cool, and you're going into a fantasy world, if you will, and playing a video game, and it's Power Rangers in Fortnite, which is, I from what I've told, one of the biggest video games in the world.
Huge.
So it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah.
Good stuff.
That's huge. Congrats, man.
Congrats.
Absolutely. Now, can I ask a question?
Absolutely.
Of course.
How is everybody doing? Tell me what's best about your day today, or yesterday, or whatever. I want to hear how you guys are doing.
Who wants to go first?
Well,
I'll go last.
just woke up an hour ago.
Ladies first.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just woke up an hour ago since it's morning time in Australia right now,
Good morning.
and one day ahead of it.
Is it still winter there?
Yes.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, but it's getting warmer now, which is so bad for me because I hate summer when it happens end of every year and beginning of the year, and it makes me jealous.
No, I love the cold. So when it's really hot, it's not nasty, sticky, but when it's cold, you can always pack on clothes.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
that's I know a lot of people, I hate the cold, this or whatever, or you have to warm the car up for 20 minutes or get all the ice off. So you know what? I'll take that over 105-degree index or 110-degree index any day of the week. I love the
Yeah.
cold. So
Me too. Me too.
yeah,
See,
yeah.
I'm a spring summer guy, but in Chicago here we are, and like it gets in the negatives here. So it's like here's the thing: I love the wind, I love when it snows here, but it has to be for Christmas and um New Year's. That's the only times, because other than that, it's like we had rain earlier, and our weather is just so bipolar over here. It's messed
Well,
up,
yeah,
but.
well,
Sounds like
go
New York.
down to Texas where I'm from, Daniel. All right. Polar like a son of a bitch down there. But
Does
no,
it?
I mean, I would imagine no, I did go to Chicago. I was there with Jack Guzman in March for a show. And the first time I've ever been to Chicago, went downtown and all that stuff. I ate at Pequod's Pizza.
Okay.
Yeah, amazing. And but I can only imagine with the building and calling it the Windy City and all the snow, I can imagine that must be wretched right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had in 2010. There was a huge snowstorm here. The whole city shut down basically. Like it was a couple inches. Oh yeah, it was terrible.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I was literally a few days before I went to Tokyo or Okinawa last December. I had a 1-day show in Madison, Wisconsin, and I literally was trying to walk to find the Walgreens, and I had a hoodie on. I didn't bring like anything heavy. I didn't know it was supposed to be like that. So I had a
Oh,
hoodie here, and then I'm trying to, all right, this one's all right. Now it's gonna go, and then this hand's gonna go here, and then this hand here, and stuff like that. And it was just so cold. I mean, my hands were like freezing by the time I got back to the hotel. I was just like, can I even carry this right now? So yeah, that part of the area is it's beautiful. It was awesome. But yes, the frigid temperatures. But again, like I said, I will take that over heat any day of the week when you're just nice, nasty, and sticky and sweating. Like once you shower and you walk outside and you're just drenched in sweat, I'll take
Is
it.
it, what kind of heat is it in Texas? It's not. Is it dry heat, or is it like the moist heat
No,
or
no,
what? Like
Texas is humid. It's very humid.
even okay.
Yeah,
So kind of like
very
here,
humid.
kind of sorta.
Yeah, yeah. So, I lived out in LA for many years, and so on the West Coast, it's dry heat. So, yes, it can get hot, but you're not just drenched in it. You can still walk around hot, but you're not just persevering sweat, whatever it is down in Texas and stuff like that. So, a different kind. Dry heat, even if it's hot, it's still cool. You can do it. That's the desertish kind of area. That's why Southern California is they call the best weather in the world. There you go.
well, I would agree with you,
I-
Phil, because I would always
Yeah.
prefer the cold over the hot. Because remember too, like in the cold, yeah, it's chilly, but remember you have the heat of the furnace, and the heat of the furnace is very different from the heat from the sun. That, like you said, that's hot heat.
Exactly, Petey. Exactly. Absolutely, dude. It's a fun thing to just, sit there and throw wood on the fire and the fire's crackling. And then, of course, during holiday season, you got it crackling and stuff and Christmas tunes or Christmas movies or whatever. That's what I enjoy right there.
And
Oh yeah.
Me-
Philip, I gotta ask you too, because we talked about Power Rangers before, but there's another project that you have done in the past in 2006 that I want to get your opinion on, because I know you made a cameo appearance on What I Like About You as a mugger. I want to get your thoughts on shooting and any behind the scenes stuff you could tell us from.
Dude, what a great question. All right, so yes, I got a call from the agent, said, "Hey, you have an audition for What I Like About You. You're gonna play a mugger." And so where I went to audition was right around the street from where I lived. It was the hospital where they shot Scrubs, that TV show. And it was
Oh,
there in Sherman Oaks. In Sherman Oaks, yeah. It was I mean it's a shut down hospital. It's not active, but they used a building for the shooting there. But I went around the corner and I auditioned there, and they said, "Okay, well, okay, all right, cool. We're probably gonna call you, or actually, you actually advanced the next stage, but we want you at I'm sorry, Warner Brothers lot later on this afternoon." And this is, I mean, 10 o'clock in the morning. So I drove not too far down into Burbank, and I auditioned in front of like I think 5, 7 people, and and I got the job. I mean, I got the job, you know. So, but here's what's funny, guys. Here's what's funny is so my character as a mugger, I was robbing Amanda Bynes and her boyfriend on the show. I can't remember his name. But I showed up. So the character, my robbing character, I based it on a boss that I worked for in Beverly Hills at a job that I had, and then a kid that I grew up with, and I put them both together, and then I switched the lines a little bit. You don't do
Oh
it on
no.
sitcoms unless you're like Friends or Seinfeld or some shit like that. No, 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 you don't do that. So I came up there and I went in there and did it, and it cut. And then the producer comes over and he's like, Philip, you do know your lines, right? I'm like, yeah, yeah. So we're gonna stick to the lines, right? Uh, yes, sir. Yeah, yeah. Is there a problem going on? Is it? Oh, no, 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 sir. Yeah. Yeah. And so I looked over at Amanda Bynes and the guy that played her boyfriend, who are the main characters on the show, and I'm like, so you have to like line by line, and they were like, huh, huh, yep. And I was like, oh shit. So I had to go. I got the script, went over there and I was like, cool. Yeah, yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, yeah. Verbatim. Yeah, how it goes. So yes, that's how that went. And then the director, when we were at Craft Services later on, I think his name was it Shelby? He directed a lot of sitcoms. Shelby something. I can't remember the name. I'd have to look it up. But he came by. He's like, Philip, I think what we got with you was really good. I think it's really going to work out. I'm like, yes, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me here and all that kind of stuff. And um, another wild story I have to tell you guys about that shooting was, so y'all remember the what was it, WB or whatever that TV
Of
show,
course.
Gilmore Girls?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So they were shooting next door. So and this was, I don't know, like August, September. So it was they were shooting they were getting ready for, Christmas, obviously. So there's a bunch of fake snow, and some of that fake snow came over into my trailer area, and I'm like, oh man, they're shooting Gilmore Girls there. It's cool. So the guy that he's a guest starring role, just as I was. I'm sitting there. The first day we didn't shoot. We were contracted for 2 days. We shot on the second day, but the first day did not shoot. Sat there, whatever. So I sit there and start talking to him. His name was Richard, and sat there and talked to him and whatever, and some weird stuff he was saying. And I'm trying to pick it up. And he just this, and then this. And then I go and look at the call sheet and look at his his name. His name was Richard Tillman. He was the youngest brother of Pat Tillman, who was the safety for the Arizona Cardinals, who him and the middle brother
Oh
both
yeah.
joined the army, and then he was killed. Pat Tillman was killed, which we think was a friendly fire. I mean, American government's not going to say it, but that's pretty much what it was. And so by the end of the day, I was like, yes, I figured out who you were. And I didn't want to say anything. I know I mean, because this is literally like a year and a half after his brother was killed in combat. And he's like, yeah, I didn't want to say anything, but everything you were saying. And then he just went off. I mean, he went off and told me everything. He was talking to the commissioner in the NFL, and tried to call up the family and everything. He told him to go F himself and use my brother for this, and the government used my brother for this and stuff. And I was just sitting there like, whoa. And I ran into him at an audition later on, but that guy spilled the beans to me like left and right, and it was crazy. And here we are sitting here, Gilmore Girls set, fake snow, and it's brushing over to to my trailer. And then the next day we actually go on there and film. And then again, that's why I was trying to like just create something, because the movie I did beforehand, The Hazy, and I don't know if you guys have seen that, but the director was also the writer. And I went in there, which you're not supposed to do. You're not supposed to go in there and alter. It's very disrespectful. I did it though, and it got me the job. Now they didn't use what I did in the audition, but it got me the job. And so I was used to that right there. Like he was like free range. He's like, yeah, yeah, kind of improvise, do something like that. So, but I didn't know that when you go in there on TV. Oh, no, 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 no. It's line per line per line. And if you can't do that, especially as a guest star, if you're a main star, maybe something different. Again, Seinfeld friends or some, whatever. Other than that, you got to line for line for line. And I just remember Amanda Bynes and again, the guy that played her boyfriend of the show. I don't know I don't, yeah, I don't recall his name, but they were like, uh-huh, line for line. I was like, oh shit. Let me all right, I got to the line. All right, here's my slides right here. You ready? Yeah, let's shoot. All right, let's go. Long story, guys. I know it was kind of a long story, but to answer the question on what I like about you, that's in a nut. I mean, pretty much that's how everything worked out on that. So yeah.
I see, and I gotta ask you too, Phil, because one thing I absolutely love about you is that you're a wrestling fan, and I wanted to ask you this question too. Because do you think that they should have? Because we know Power Rangers, the Rangers have martial arts. That's their kind of thing. Don't you think that they should have been like a Power Ranger episode that focused on like a wrestling theme, like kind of like Space Jam, where like it's basketball theme movie, but have like a wrestling theme Power Ranger episode where like AEW, where you have the babyface entrance and the heel entrance. Instead, you have the monster entrance and the Ranger entrance, like on each side.
Wow, Petey, what a great question. Dang, I've never heard that. Wow, that's a great question, dude.
That's never been
And
done,
have
actually.
I mean, well, all right, for one, if you're in the spandex, which thankfully I only had to wear 3 times for the green screen. So, I mean, it sucked, but other than that, it was the Japanese stunt doubles. I'm like, great, you guys have a great time. That's awesome. But if you did that, that would be awesome. But if you have the helmet on, trying to go through the ropes is going to be a problem for one. Um, or you could be without the helmet and have the actual suit on,
Unmorph, right?
which yeah, which is the same thing like a lot of wrestlers have done, is just have the suit on, and or whatever their suit is or something like that, and then a mask or something like that. You could hide it. You could do like a mask, like who is this guy? But he's or who's this girl dressed up as a Power Ranger, and then they're going in the ring, and then something happens, and then all of a sudden, bingo, go go Power Rangers comes on the thing, and that could be a legitimate story right there. Now,
Exactly.
which one of us is going to do it? I have no idea.
Yeah, could you just imagine though? What were you gonna say?
No, I'm just saying. You have no idea. Sadly, the one that we know could pull that off is not with us anymore. Um,
Oh yeah.
Yep,
and
we know who you're
yeah,
talking about.
yeah, and but that would be a great storyline right there.
Because
Phenomenal storyline.
Because Phil, don't you think it would be really funny though, like if we had like this thing where like Toxica and Master Org they stripped the Rangers of their powers, like oh well you know what, and then they held them hostage, and then they, it'd be like well if you want to fight for the world's freedom and your own freedom, then you gotta take on four of the putreds at the same time, so on a 1-on-4 handicap putrid match, steel cage, and if you win, society is
And
saved.
the putties in there too.
Party too.
Yeah, had the putties like going. Had the putties in there too. That'd be awesome.
Honestly,
Come out to the NWO scene.
yes. Honestly, Philip, I can honestly see Toxica going time traveling and joining forces with like the villains of the past, like the female villains, like Diva
Yeah.
Tox, Trakina, and just form this evil group called Fashionably Evil and turn them all heel.
Ooh, turn them all heel. I love that. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you like John Cena, that thing.
That with that face, you remember when he hugged him? He's like,
Yeah. Is everybody ready for the new Peacemaker?
"Oh,
Yeah, it's coming out soon, right?
Yeah, it's coming out like I think in a week or two.
did you ever see Homelander?"
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, there's another thing I want to show you too. Before we get into that, though, we have a couple of questions that we want to ask you, though. So, Robbie, your first question.
Oh, all right. So what was a typical day like for you on set?
It was. I got a funny story. I got a great question. I have a funny story. So my first day showing up on set, um, it was 6:30, 7 o'clock a.m. And again, the rest of the cast had already been shooting for about 3 months. So being number 6, I came in later in the season, right? So I came in and I rolled up into the parking lot and I was blaring Kiss just loud as I lick it up, lick it up. And the dude was like, dude, turn it down. Long blonde hair. Turns out him and I became like really, really good friends, like hung out, went to rock shows afterwards. He was the hugest Kiss fan, and but he was just still like turn it down. And then I'll never forget his name. He was like one of those guys that everybody just didn't like. He was the assistant AD on second unit, assistant director on second unit. His name was Chris Hour, and he was just awesome. He had this like I don't care kind of attitude, but he was great at his job. He's like, I'm just ready to go home and kick back with some margaritas or some shit like that, whatever. He's like, okay, the new guy's in. What is he when we called? Phillip, Andrew, Merrick, Lunar Wolf, number 6. What does he want to be called? I heard number 6. And I was like,
Number 6.
yeah, I was like, I kind of like number 6. He's like, all right. Yeah, he says he wants to be called number 6. He's like, all right, get number 6 parked. Make sure that the radio's down. We could hear it from the studio and the thing, and then have them go into makeup and hair and wardrobe, and then bring them to set. Great, thank you. It was that kind of thing, and him and I, we played a prank on him. The whole entire crew that worked for him, all the PAs, production assistants, and all that kind of stuff, they said he doesn't like anybody and he hates all you actors. He can't stand any one of you guys. But if you play a prank on him, he'll love you for the whole rest of the season. And there's been a few Rangers that have done that to where he has the respect. And I'm like, okay, so what do y'all want to do? It's like sit in his chair, like right behind the monitor where they're filming,
We can see it.
where the director is. It's like you're like right behind the monitor. And so he comes up there, he's like, yeah, you're in my seat. And I'm like, uh, you are? I'm Chris Hour, the first AD assistant director. That's my seat. And I'm like,
Oh.
no, I don't see your name on it, man. So I mean, other than that, it's up for grabs. And then he looks around at all of his production assistants, and they're just sitting there laughing. He's like, "Oh shit, yeah, they're playing a prank on me." And they're like, "Phillip Andrew to the set, Phillip Andrew to the set." And I was like, "All right, look, even though your name's not on this, I'm gonna let you sit in there only because I have to go there and do some kind of acting shit or whatever it is." and stuff like that. But you can have that, and he's just saying, this is his reaction was like, and they're all just sitting there laughing. And then right before I went over set, I said, "You and I are getting along good. You and I are gonna get along great this season." And shit like that. And him and I got along great. I mean, he was like the coolest dude ever. Yeah. But those are some funny stories right there.
I gotta tell you though, if you were blasting Kiss like outside on the radio and you were playing specifically War Machine, the first thing I would say, I would run downstairs and I would scream, "Hey, turn that damn thing up, up, up!"
I was actually playing Lick It Up whenever I rolled in. I was playing Lick It Up when I came in there, and he was like, "No, turn it down." And I was like, "Jesus Christ! All right, cool." I know. I was like, I was pumped up. I was hyped up. I mean, my first day on set, like Power Rangers. And again, at the time, I didn't realize what it was. Again, when it debuted in '93 in the States here, from Japan, I was in high school, so I wasn't watching cartoons or any of that shit, whatever. So growing up, I'd heard about it. Oh, Power Rangers. Oh yeah, that kids TV show kind of thing, whatever. And then of course, agent calls. You got to audition for Power Rangers. I'm like, oh yeah, that kids TV show. All right, cool, whatever. The rest is history, mom.
Would you say, Philip, that it's very fair to say that what Power Rangers was to kids in the '90s was the equivalent to what the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was to the kids in the '80s, or no? Like as far as fan base?
Well, the connection with Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles. What was it? Was it in Turbo or
Yeah,
In space. It was, yeah.
in space? When they did that, yeah. I don't know. I mean, growing up as a kid in the '80s, when I watched cartoons, I grew out of it, stopped watching them, whatever. I was the Thundercats fan, huge Thundercats.
Oh, cool.
Lino and
Did you like Snarf?
Chitara or whatever, yeah. But yeah. I mean, I was huge into that stuff but I was a kid and then I grew out of it. It's like, you think that everybody grows out of it. No.
No, I saw my VHS from back then.
Oh yeah, Identity Crisis. I love it. Daniel.
Oh yeah.
I love it, dude. That's awesome, man. I love it, dude. Yeah, the VHS and everything. Yeah.
And speaking of the '80s and not growing up, just so you guys know, the last time when Drew was on Long Island last month, we were in the green room. We recited that scene from Teen Wolf.
Wait, Rob, say that again. What?
Remember, we were speaking of '80s. We recited that scene from Teen Wolf. Remember?
Oh yeah.
The Finstock advice.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. So you guys, if you get to know me, I'm an '80s kid. So I don't watch a whole lot of modern day TV or movies or anything. If it's not a baseball game or something, I'm either watching YouTube videos of traffic stops or Gordon Ramsay cooking or anybody else cooking. I love all that kind of stuff, and I'll go and try to emulate that and make the food that they're saying, oh, this person's a genius here, and then I'll just go in there and just, try and make a dish and stuff like that. But yeah, no, it's yeah, Rob. Yeah, I mean it's Teen Wolf, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'll go back. You know me, and I'll just just try to go back and recreate a scene from an '80s movie or something. And most people won't get it because they don't watch that stuff these days.
Yeah,
and there's nothing wrong with it.
Everything else is creepy.
Everything. Oh yeah, everything. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah. Oh yeah, Scotty, I think I know your problem. All right. Let me give you 3 words of advice. 1, never get less than 12 hours of sleep. 2, never play cards with a guy's first name begins with a city. All right. And 3, never get involved with a girl who's got a tattoo of a dagger on her arm. Now you should do that. Everything else is cream cheese.
Scotty.
Thanks, Coach. Yeah, hey, me casa su casa. Yeah, there we go. If you guys can watch that, yeah. If you guys can watch that scene, it's awesome.
But that guy is the goat. Just the fight he's giving throughout the whole movie just doesn't make sense at all.
We're gonna get to the tribute video soon, but before we do, Mr. Romano, your first question.
Well, I wanted to answer Philip's question. But what I can show you what I've been doing this week. Here, let me show. Let me know if this works. I've been editing. Let me know if you can see this.
And the man
Can you
does
see
it
that?
all.
Okay. It's a little choppy, but yeah. Okay.
Just give me a second, everyone.
I'll try.
Real quick.
All right.
All right. Never mind. Sorry
Did
about
you just like decapitate somebody there?
that. Oh my word.
Daniel, did you just decapitate somebody?
Actually, I do in the next.
Looks really cool. Oh, I think I can see the video collection above below it. Yeah. No, I see it.
Oh, wait, is it the wrong way? Oh,
so
I thought I was showing my. I was trying to show my computer screen for a second. I didn't. I guess it didn't work.
well, I mean, so you did you shoot something and you're editing it? Is that what that is?
I did. Yeah.
Awesome, dude. Right on. So what's the story about?
Okay, so it's Lord Zed's backstory about how he became skinless and everything. I'm just putting the pieces of how like right in the scene here, the Rangers from back then are being like Rita's creating a diversion from the main thing because she wants to get the power coins into Dragon Zord, just all these things. So she's splitting Zordon's team. So they're fighting all these different monsters, and then eventually he's going to get kidnapped in one season. But basically, you're seeing more of Lord Zed's backstory and how him and Dragon like just duel each other.
Almost like a prequel of like how Lord Zed became Lord Zed or something like that, right?
Yeah, think of like Revenge of the Sith, but more like the Power Rangers.
Dude, Daniel, I like that, man. I like
Thank
that.
you.
I like that. You've already written out a draft and all that kind of stuff, right?
Oh yeah, I got the scripts right here.
Gosh, Daniel, you should and it won't be easy because I'm having a hard time. There you go. Submit that to Boom Studios. Booyah.
Actually, you know what's funny? They took some of my.
You're like Shakespeare over there, Daniel. Man, you got a whole like that. Dude, I love it, dude. That's awesome.
You know, it's you mentioned. It's funny you mentioned Boom Studios. They took some of my work. Like I had pictures of Zed skinless on my Facebook, and they took those images and changed it enough, but you can see that they ripped my version of him off.
That's why you got to copyright it before you put it out. You got to copyright it. Other than that, anybody can use anything, man. You got to copyright it, put an LLC or anything, whatever, But yeah, you got stuff right there. Don't let anybody read that stuff because they'll take your idea and you don't have it copyrighted.
Yeah,
so
I keep it pretty close to the chest, so
keep it to yourself. And do not give that out to anybody because they can take your ID, or your idea, and they can run with it. But if you have it copyrighted, then bingo. If they do that, then you can go after them.
Yeah.
So if it's your passion, which I can see that that it's your passion, and all the writing you're doing, you got to get it insured. You got to get it insured. So
yeah, because of my I wish so. I got two. My sister is a criminal lawyer, and then my other brother's a contract lawyer. So but it would be nice to have some entertainment law in the family.
So that's going to be easy for you, Daniel. That's going to be easy for you right there. All right. So make sure that, but any ideas you have, like a patent, when you patent something, whatever, you got to make sure you get it all legally taken care of and make it yours, because if you don't, people will come up there and think that they're your friend, and then they'll steal your idea and they'll make millions of dollars off of it, and then you
Yeah.
can't do anything because they already took it. So make sure you do that, Daniel. But other than that, that's good. That's good, dude. That's awesome. I love it. That's awesome,
Thank you.
That is
I'll just send you a clip when it's done because I have your character and Anne Marie make a cameo in it.
Oh,
But
nice.
my brother's playing you by I'll let you shoot to you when the time comes. But I think because like the whole time warp thing with Oron, I kind of play that in with because I mean it's a time warp. Like he can show up at any time he wants, so I kind of mess with that a little bit. But
Awesome, Daniel. You know what? Good for you, man. That's
thank you.
that dude. That's so super cool. Keep following it. Follow that passion on there. Excuse me. Dude, keep doing that, man. But just protect your your
investments.
invention. Protect it. So yeah, there, Daniel. That's awesome, dude. Right on.
Thanks. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, you got it, man. Absolutely, dude.
Good stuff, Dan. Dan. I have a special tribute for you tonight, Mr. Phillip. I actually want to show you to it. It's actually courtesy of the latest project I did, and that is the ultimate best of Philip Andrews. And it has every single scene you've done from every single episode of Wild Force. I dissected every single episode to make sure it's every single one of your scenes. So it's nothing but you in every unmore scene you were in.
Oh my
And
god!
it's 2 hours long.
Move it to the right a little bit. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, cool.
And it's about an hour and a half to 2 hours long, this video. Nothing
Okay.
but you.
Okay.
But this is the tribute I have. Actually, I'm actually going to share screen because we have a video. And I actually want to get your thoughts on these two. It's a small clip, actually, we're going to play. It's like a 3-minute clip, and it's all your scenes. And I want to get your opinion, like, of the scenes and memories of shooting these specific scenes, if that's okay.
If I remember, some I might not remember, but again, and I'll tell everybody that the majority of us, we went in there just to film. I didn't know Power Rangers was a big thing back then.
Got it.
So I've been trying to go back and again, that's why on Twitch, which we will be starting up again next week. We've been absent for a while, been on the road and all kind of stuff, but that's the thing. But yes, there are certain things that I'm probably gonna give you guys some behind the scenes footage. So Petey, roll it.
Absolutely. And by the way, I picked these scenes specifically because every time I watch it, it just makes me feel like that 12-year-old kid again and just realizing how much of a cool badass you are, Miss Andrew.
That's awesome.
Here's the clips.
Okay.
This one's from Sing Song.
Now, if I say pause, and I'll give you a like a lowdown.
Got it.
All right, pause.
Okay.
Okay. So the thing with the flute thing here, guys, is that's why I always tell people, like, why couldn't I play the saxophone or something like that? You had me playing the damn flute.
Were you a fan of that?
Well,
When we were in Atlanta.
JDF had a flute too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, the song.
Yeah. So
Dragon Dagger, yeah.
something with the flute that they like. So the director of photography would sit there and joke with me, like when they're doing a close up or doing whatever. Right before action, he would just make just the funniest comment to me. Hey, have fun playing that flute, dude. And he's like, screw you, dude. Action. So yeah, that's like one of those scenes right there. All right, keep going.
He was just trying to make you laugh.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah. It's like it was kind of hard not to, but you had to be in character. Go ahead. All right, hit play. Here we go. And Anne Marie sings this. That's her voice.
Yeah.
And she does that at conventions.
Well, let me actually, before we continue, do they actually record the singing first and then just dub the song, or did she sing this like on the fly right here?
No, I mean she went in ADR.
Okay.
And sung it there, and they recorded that, and then they put it into the actual scene. So yeah, she was probably singing that on set right there, even with the mic. But they got the recording in the studio, And so she would do that, and then it's almost like back in the early MTV days when rock bands or whatever, they weren't singing on the video, they were lip syncing. So she was lip syncing there, but she was video, and then they quarrel they spliced it together to where it looks like she's actually singing, but
Oh,
she
okay.
was singing on set, but because of the air or like what was flying around,
It would
like
interfere with the microphone feed, right?
exactly. So they wanted that kind of thing. But that's Anne Marie's voice, and she's amazing.
Yeah,
Talked to her all the time.
I remember when she told me that was her really singing, and I was like mind blown. She
Yeah.
told me that at Radio Station last
Oh,
year,
yeah,
and I was like,
she has
I
a
was like,
range.
for real? And she's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
I was like, what?
when we go on panels and somebody asks her to sing that song, she will sing it right there. And I mean, great voice. I mean, she's amazing. So, yeah. All right. So, all right, let's
She
go.
is, and I had her on the show. She's a wonderful person.
Oh, I love her.
Really?
I
Yeah.
love
I
her.
love Anne Marie.
Same here.
Yeah, she's
Amazing woman.
she's an amazing woman.
She's Phil. I actually said to her one time, "You're a real life princess, Anne." I said to her, "She's like a real life princess."
In a sense, yes. I mean, that's how she cares herself. I mean, she's a very lovable human being, and
Yeah.
it's in real life, yeah, you could see her because she was older than us by almost 10 years.
Oh,
So when we were there, like whenever I shot, I was like what, 22, 23. She was a little bit older. Jack was a little bit older, but then Philip, Jean-Marie,
Jessica Ray.
and I were right around the same age and stuff. But yeah, so she was always she kept the core together and still does today. I mean, she's an amazing person. I love Anne Marie Crouch so much. She's
Same
awesome.
here. Same here. I'm gonna play the footage. You tell me when to stop.
Okay. All right, cool. Here we go. All right.
Every animal I meet, you are nature full of
That little
grace
green
and
screen.
majesty.
I love it. Obviously, we're not there, and we're in like a lab or whatever. Yeah, you see that early '02. You can see that. No, keep. You
Oh,
can
sorry about that.
No. You can see that. Yeah, so you can see that all of that old school CGI.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
It's 2002. I love it.
Yeah.
Please don't ever
And especially for Fox or Disney Sunday morning. So yeah. And then here we go. See, that was the best part about all nature and animals. It's amazing.
I can't wait to greet you with my song. You are
By the way, Phil, you're a badass flute player. You kick ass.
All right, thanks, man. I kind of feel like Vince Neil right now.
So that's the first clip.
We need your strength. Time is running out.
I remember this episode now.
See,
The memories are starting
the
to
jacket.
fast.
My jacket looks like it has shoulder pads on it. Where now the original one that I bring to shows that I have, Bob, you've seen that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't look like shoulder pads anymore. I mean, it's holding up for 23 years. It's holding up very, very well. But yeah, here's another thing I'll give you guys right here. It was so I auditioned for Time Force the year before, and I didn't get a job, and obviously they brought me back next year for this.
Who'd you audition for? Which part?
Yeah, I was just going
There was no part because even when I auditioned for Wild Force, there was no Lunar Wolf. They were just I was reading off lines from other seasons. They didn't want to tell you what it was until I got the job. They said, "All right, here it is. This is and this is what I was going to tell you guys is." Here it is. The Lunar Wolf, right? This is you, the Lunar Wolf. You 3,000 years. You got an alter ego. You turn good. You do whatever and stuff like that. And this is what the one of the head writers when we were done filming, we went to Jamaica that December, that early December after we were done filming, and I was rooming with one of the head writers, Amit, great guy.
Oh, Mick, yeah, he's a cool dude.
Oh yeah, you met him?
No, I want to, but like he used to come on Ranger Board a lot, and he got his like it's not that different from what I do. He used to write short stories, and then they eventually put him on, and like he did. I follow him on Twitter. He just seems like a really cool guy. So
Amit is he's a class act human being. How about that? I mean, he's just a really, really great guy, and you know, he told me, he's like, you know, first off, you beat out about 1,000 people for that role. And I was like, well, yeah. I was like, yeah, right, whatever. He's like, no, I'm not joking. You beat out about almost 1,000 people for that role. I was like, what?
What?
You know, a couple of beers in there. I'm like, yeah, yeah, you're a funny guy. You really are a funny guy. You know, that kind of thing, you know. But and then he was like, yeah. So basically, I got that role. I was like, dude, it's Wolf, dude. And, you know, he's gonna be dark, kind of, you know, whatever. He doesn't like the Rangers, but he'll go over there and help them when the bugs attack and all kind of stuff. But then other than that, he wants to, you know, kind of be there by himself, kind of thing, whatever. So I had this whole thing, and then I was having a hard time. It was my first role in Hollywood, like hitting the mark, to make the film, the camera in focus and all kind of stuff. I had a hard time with that. I picked it up, obviously, but yeah, he said, yeah, they wanted to fire you, but they were too far into the season. They couldn't recast and pick up. And I was like, what? And I was like, yeah. And so I remember the executive producer came down. He said, what you're doing works for a 2-hour movie, but this is a kids' TV show. You need to be over the top. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, son of a bitch. You know, I'm like, damn it. Like, you know, I'm like, oh man, here I go. I'm like, you know, the dark dude. I'm just, you know, doing whatever. And yeah, but Amit did say, he said, do you realize how much ADR you did in the beginning and how much you did at the end? Yeah, you did hardly any, because you picked it up and they were happy of what you did. And I was like, all right, cool. But still, you gotta understand, I wanted to do something more, you know, sinister, kind of like, you know, dark with this character. It's like, yeah, it's just, it was a Saturday morning kids TV show, and I'm like, son of a bitch.
A damn good one too. And the next clip I have for you, Phil. But the reason I chose this one is because of how absolutely flawless your acting is here. It's like when I watched this when I was younger, and even now, like earlier today, I realized how much you and Anne are such good storytellers. Because when I saw this clip right here, where we're gonna play the flute, like it was completely flawless. I felt like you guys were really having an argument. So I will play that. And I would just want to get your opinion and also some behind the scenes stuff on this specific scene that you did with Anne.
Okay.
Let me play you some real music.
Each day when the sun rises, I hurry from my sleep. I can't wait to...
Merrick, that sounded awful.
I don't remember
All
this.
right.
No.
Look, if you don't want to be here,
Right here. This part right
What do
here.
you mean?
3,000 years ago, you used to enjoy our morning song together, and now it's a chore for you.
Well, maybe I like being alone.
Well, maybe
I love that. Love that.
In real life.
you are a horrible musician, and I never want to sing with you again. Ooh.
She let you have it.
That was good acting though. I loved it.
Oh, maybe I want to be alone. Yeah, it's like husband and wife for like 20 years. I've been, you know, married 20 years.
Yeah.
And then here's this right here, guys. You can, I mean, if you keep playing it.
Yes. I chose this one, Phil, because this scene reminds me so much of when I'll get to the middle, but this reminds me so much of when Hogan and Rock fought at WrestleMania 8 and Hogan turned good. So this scene reminds me of when Merrick turned good for the first time after he was being possessed by Zanaku. It reminds me of the babyface the heel / babyface turn of Merrick right here. So I'm gonna play it.
Turn.
Now I'll tell you guys a story about this right here. This is a great story right here. Oh God, that
Read it when you morph.
that outfit sucked, by the way. God, it was so
3,000
uncomfortable,
years
and
ago.
the boots were horrible. Now, the others, the crystals. Ooh,
Baby face turn right here.
yeah, baby, yeah. So we're there in Malibu filming, and so if you look behind where I'm at, that rock, you'll see it in multiple movies. I mean, like the Baywatch TV show, but Planet of the Apes. That beach right there, they shoot so many scenes right
Really?
there.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
So many scenes.
Philip,
And
was
Return what I
was that
took
the scene
from
where
you.
they filmed Grease in the beginning with Sandy and Danny when they were at
correct,
the beach?
correct. Yes.
Yes.
Well, I believe so. Yes.
Why are you leaving?
Yeah. That's
Cool.
that's
One of us now.
a landmark of where they do a lot of
I'll never be
filming.
one of
It
you.
also looks like the same
Where
beach
will you
in
go?
the last episode of
Malibu,
Entourage.
California. Yeah.
But don't you want to help Princess Shayla?
And then here's the funny thing. It's what happened after we were done shooting that day.
Great angle right here. This was good.
Yeah, with those boots and trying to, they're walking and everything. But yeah, that's a cheat shot. We were there, but so here we are. We were like what, 22, 23, just young kids. Oh my gosh. So we left that filming that one day, and there was this hideaway restaurant there in Malibu. Like you had to like drive through whatever and park, and it was like one of them ones where like each of our bills was like $120 or something like that, lobster or whatever. And so we got off set like I think like 4 or 5 o'clock that day, and we went into that restaurant. And then Philip Jean Marie, y'all know Philip Jean Marie, right? And
Oh, yeah.
uh, we're sitting there at the table, and we're like with the lobsters are like, and we're sitting there like doing all this weird, and then you have all these like older elderly people that just got off the golf course, they're living in their like 10-15 million dollar mansion kind of shit, and they're looking over us like, the hell is this, dude? And we're just like, and then we start like kind of throwing it at each other and shit like that. I mean, it was actually pretty funny, but that's what reminded me shooting that scene, Petey, right there that you showed, shooting that scene right there, because I remember, I think we did a couple of shots through the season, like 2 maybe, but that one shot there, it's like everybody's out. I'm like, dude, let me get these boots off, get rid of this stupid ancient wardrobe shit, and throw my jeans t-shirt. Hey man, let's go get some lobster. All right, there we go.
I have to.
Cool.
I have to ask you about that scene though. Two things I gotta ask you though. Like that scene, that shot where they had Emery like watching down you guys. Like, was that done from an airplane camera view, like a crane shot, or like that camera angle?
That I don't remember. I do not remember. I will say, uh, I believe if I go back from that, the PCH highway is literally right behind that rock right there, and that's why a lot of people use that for that purpose in a lot of TV shows and stuff. Planet of the Apes, or Baywatch or something like that. It's a very, because you can cheat that shot very well. So I think like literally right behind her was probably the PCH, like not too far behind, like maybe like 50, 40 yards or something like that, maybe, or something like that. And then they zoomed in, but sometimes movie magic at times, I, movie magic is movie magic, man. They can cheat so much stuff, and that's why a lot of people shoot in Southern California, because you can cheat. When we did the crossover for Time Force, when we're doing that, they were driving us down there. We were in the Santa Monica Mountains, and somebody was there. They said, "Hey, you see that mountain right there? You remember that TV show MASH back in the 70s and early 80s?
Oh yeah,
Where that helicopter flies over that
I
mountain?
remember that. Yep.
That's that mountain right there." They cheated that. That was not Vietnam. They cheated that. It was all Southern California and studios. That's movie magic right there for you. There you go.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? So
Yeah.
that's why Southern California became the epicenter of movies is because you can cheat any shot. I mean, you can go up to Big Bear Lake and do some kind of skiing or winter or whatever. You can go to the desert. And then you can be right there at the ocean, and then you can be in the city. You got all of it right there, and that's why that's why LA became the epicenter of. That's why the Hollywood sign is up there, which used to be Hollywood Land, but they got rid of it, Hollywood. But that's why it's there.
I
Not
gotta
so much anymore. It's more Atlanta now. But yeah.
Interesting. Also, before I have a next question, like I gotta say too, like that scene I love specifically, and I'll tell you a fun fact about that though. That was the episode Lone Wolf. That aired May 18th, 2002. The reason I bring that up is because that aired 2 months after sorry?
No, I was like, damn, you know the exact date, man. You know a lot more. Go. Keep going.
The only reason I put that out because I was
Keep
gonna make
going, my man.
2 months prior to that, WrestleMania 18 came out, and then that year was The Rock versus Hogan, Hollywood Hogan at WrestleMania 18. The reason I bring that up is because when you gave the crystals back, to me that was the equivalent of when Hulk Hogan extended his hands after the match to shake hands with The Rock. That was like the ultimate good guy move, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The Peace Hulk Hogan.
First and foremost, nobody's perfect in life. That's why we're human. We
Right.
make mistakes, but Hulk Hogan was an icon, um, and will be missed. So that along with Ozzy gone too. Um, but yeah, it's been a weird few weeks. Yes. And it's funny that you bring that up. Yes, I would say that's kind of that thing too, but also at the same time, it's like going to the WrestleMania the next year and then you lose because the princess took all of her jackets off,
Right.
and then everybody went their separate ways. And here I am with Zanaku, and it's just like all right, cool. And then bingo, there's no story that ends. It's just both walk off into the sunset. There's no end to that story. We're working on it. We're working on it. Can't do it,
Ooh.
but we're working on it. We're working on it. Uh,
Oh boy.
we're working on a comic book on that. But I can't get into much of
That's
that
fine.
right now.
We wouldn't want to spoil anything, and
Yeah,
um,
absolutely.
we
Right.
have we do have a couple of questions before we wrap up though, and of course, Jesse, I'm sorry, like I know it's very early there, but well, what's your first question? I apologize.
That's okay. How do you think your experiences in Power Rangers Wild Force have influenced your approach to other projects or roles?
Great question. Well, I left Hollywood in '06. I was done. I didn't like living in LA. I didn't like the business. It's a very dirty business. But however, what I never imagined, Jesse, would be possible is that 23 years later, I'm going to conventions, I'm meeting fans, and I get to hear how what I did or a castmate or somebody from another series or whatever has changed their life when they were down, and what we did lifted them up in life, and that's the amazing thing that I do right now. I go to cons, and I just I sign and go to cons and get all the cosplay characters, and then the people that come to my booth or whoever booth it is, whoever's booth it is, and everything like that. It's just it's an honor, it's a pleasure to be able to meet fans that that and I don't even know until they tell me that I did something that changed their life. That's what I do right now. So it's I wouldn't call it your normal Sunday morning, church going, pastors doing their kind of thing. But um uh let me redirect that really quick. What do you call them? Like Joel Osteen and the mega pastors, that are on TV or something like that. No, you do it simply. You do it simply by saying thank you very much, uh, um, and thank you for being a fan, and you listen. You listen to their story, how it affected them in life and what we did to do it, and then you get up and you give them a hug, and you say, hey, keep going. That's my joy right there. That's my joy right there. And I mean that with all my heart. That's my joy.
Absolutely. And like I said, like I watched Wild Force in 2000. I was in the 12th grade. Not 12th grade. I was in the 5th grade. I was 12 years old when Wild Force came out. And I could just tell you right now, much like Sin Wong, much like, Jack, Jessica, and everyone, you did touch not just my life, but everyone else's lives too growing up. And like I can honestly say, like, those scenes watching just makes me feel like that 12-year-old watching Wild Force again. So that's why I just wanted to bring that up.
Right. Petey, I mean,
Oh,
that's I mean, Rob are you guys going to be down in Orlando?
I
And
am. I'm coming to Orlando.
I'm
I
gonna try
wish.
to. I'm gonna
Mm.
try to, but I
Daniel,
want
Daniel, you're going to be there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. Rob, I know you're going, right?
I'm
Oh,
gonna,
absolutely. You know it.
Yeah.
You know it.
I'm gonna try to get
And
down there.
Jesse, I mean, you're gonna be all sure. Well, Jorge, Adam,
Truman.
Jimenez. Yeah,
And
Adam,
he's a great dude.
Adam's a
Coming?
great guy, dude.
Is Justin gonna be there, Nimmo?
I'm pretty sure
He
he's
is.
Okay.
Yeah, he is. He's
He's there
confirmed.
a couple of years ago, but Adam's crazy, dude. I love Adam to death, dude. He comes over there, hi mate, you're gonna be
He's
what you
so
go
fun.
hang out over here. I'm like, all right, cool,
Yeah,
Adam.
I met him 2 years.
You're a giant of beer right now. I'm like, dude, I'm from Texas, dude. I know you're from Australia. I'm from Texas. I'll kill you. I'll do it.
Yeah, that dude can hang.
And I said,
Adam.
don't
Can
mess
hang
with
though.
Texas. Don't mess with Texas. Bingo.
That dude can hang
But
though.
no, Adam's a great guy. So Jesse, if if you can come down to Orlando, Florida.
I wish. I
Man.
wish. But I'm
Uh,
so far away.
So
I'm
he's
gonna be
coming,
there.
Drew.
I'm gonna be there, Phil.
It's confirmed. He's coming. Are you able to say
what's that?
Adam's coming? Or
No, I mean, I haven't even been announced yet. I talked to Mikey, or I texted him. He texted me back. He was out of town. He said he'd call today or tomorrow. I've got a show in DC this weekend. Yeah, I mean, I would imagine he would come. I would imagine. He would have to line up a lot more, stops, coming that far from Australia. He would
yeah, it's a trip.
line up a lot more
Yeah.
stops for him instead of just that one weekend. But which I'm capable he can do. Yeah, dude, yeah, no, it's funny. We get on the panels, and what's the one thing that you wish you could have done? I was like the crossover with Ninja Storm. We didn't get
Yeah.
to do it.
Yes.
That would have been. It would have been epic.
We didn't
Would
do
have
it.
been
We didn't
insanely
do it.
epic.
Yeah, because
Wow.
Disney bought it from Saban. They made it non-union, moved it to New Zealand. It went from I think Fox to ABC
Yep.
that
Jetix. Yep.
Yep.
season, and so we didn't get to do it. So we were in Vegas back in March, and Jorge and Adam were there, and we mentioned that. It's like, yeah, dude, and we each gave each other a hug and stuff. Like, man, it could have been an awesome crossover episode, And again, we did it with Time Force and everything.
Yeah.
And, dude, Time Force guys
That
are
was great. That was
We
a
are.
great one too.
Aaron,
Dan
Sean,
Southworth.
Jason Fong.
Opon,
Southworth.
Danny's awesome. Have you guys ever met Danny?
I did.
Oh,
and
tons
I
of
actually have
times. We go way back.
I have
Yeah.
a funny story actually with him though at last year's Morphicon. He actually got me good. All right, so what happened is that I was outside and I went back inside to the hotel. He happened to stay in the same hotel as I last year at Morphicon. So I'm out there in the hotel bar trying to purchase some snacks for the room. I'm having trouble because of the scanning thing. You like that little red thing, Philip, but you can't get that red thing on the barcode.
Right, right, yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
I see someone's hand grabbing my hand. I'm like, who's grabbing me? And then I see, I'm like, holy shit, it's Eric Myers. Like, and then yeah, you can see that picture right there that did show. And then what happened is that don't worry, I told Dan, like, don't worry, Mr. Southwick, I'll have that $200 for you thing. And he says, what $200? I said, well, you said if I paid you $200, you'd come on my show. And he says, well, times have changed, that how long ago was that? I said, that was 4 years ago. He's like, oh, times have changed, my prices went up. I'm like, okay, never mind. Then he's like, whoa, hold on. What's the name of your show? And I'm like, I told him my show, and then he pulled. And by the way, Phil, you're gonna appreciate this joke. He pulled a Chris Hansen on me, saying, "Well, why don't you take a seat? Take a seat right over there." And he's pointing at the. He's like this. Well, why don't you take a seat? Take a seat right over there. He's pointing at the hotel bar seats, and I take a seat. Like I'm like, okay. I move myself. I'm like, okay. And he looks at me. He goes, "What do you do?" And I'm like, well, I am a podcaster and I'm also a teacher assistant. He's like, and who did you have on your show? I'm like, he says, who in the Power Rangers did you have on the show? I was like, well, I've had plenty of people, including your co-stars. I had Vernon Wells on my show.
Christian told me the story. Either that or no. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I think Christian told me the story. Go ahead, yeah.
Funny, I'll keep it Cliff Notes, so, but he basically told me, he's like, and how much did Vernon charge you for your interview? And he was like, well, the first time he charged me 50, and then the second time he didn't charge me anything because I made him a customized jersey. He's like, he goes, you must be pretty special that that Vernon didn't charge you the first time. I'm like, I don't know what to say to that. And then he goes, so let me ask you something, Peter. If you like journalism, why don't you do that as a full-time thing? It's like, well, sir, because I chose either the hand that either interviews them or the hand that helps them, and I chose the latter. He goes, you know what, kid? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do your show for free. True story.
Yes. So either Christian told me that or you told me that whenever I first met you, because I mean that's I do yeah no guys, if you ever get to meet Danny Southworth, he is just
he's awesome.
He is.
He's the most kindest, nicest guy ever. I love that right there.
I
This
this
is
little past year in Atlanta, I think I was taking pictures with him, and he was trying to do poses, and I think I was frustrating him because Drew, I'm uncoordinated as hell, and he's trying to get me to do all these poses. I felt like I was frustrating him, but after it was done, I'm like, oh, Daniel, I'm so sorry. He's like, it's okay, you did fine. I think he got a little annoyed.
Really quick, there's a funny story behind this. This is from the first Power Morphicon, the first PMC in Anaheim. And he was a surprise show up there. He wasn't announced there back in the day. He kind of just showed up. Yeah. This is right after the stunt team did the stunt team.
That's you right there? So what year was that?
2007.
You look like you were 10.
Yeah, you look much younger than me. You don't age, man. That's good.
Wow, dude, that's very special right there. Yeah.
We go that way back, so he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Oh, Danny's a really nice human being. He really is. It was a pleasure to see him in Atlanta. I hadn't seen him in a few years, and he's just all around just a very nice person.
He was the star of the VIP dinner, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, so Rob, you're going to be down there in Orlando, right? Petey, are you coming?
Yeah.
I'm going to try to get there, but I am 100% confirmed for next year's Morphicon in Pasadena, which I was going to ask you, will you be attending that?
Yeah,
Cool.
100%. Cool. So what I'm doing right now is, what we had to do last year was the whole sponsor thing, and I didn't know anything about it. I didn't, and it's kind of coming up quick because Zillner never reached out to me or Realm or whatever, and so it was kind of like on a fly, and that's why I did a show in Virginia Beach instead, and but I'm getting it now. I'm doing that for and Rob again. Thank you, buddy. Thank you from Long Island. Thank you, Rob. and we're working on getting down there and stuff. And then I found out that I had some points on a Hilton kind of thing, so that helps me out for a couple of nights there, whatever. And but guys, Jesse, that's a long flight, to go there to Orlando from Australia.
Yeah,
You could be there. Thank you for being a fan, Jesse. I wish you could
that's
be
okay.
there. But if something pops up, you know where to go. You can go to the Ranger convention, and then you can go to SeaWorld or Disney World or Universal Studios. You have all of that right there. So if anything pops in your mind, you have a change, bingo, come up there. But yes, I know I'll see you, Rob, and Daniel.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I'll see you there and stuff. Are you looking to go to Orlando?
Me? Oh yeah, for sure. I'll definitely be there.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool.
I can't wait.
Absolutely. Yeah. No. I'm kind of down to days. So
I
I mean,
love Orlando. It's so nice over there.
oh yeah. Well, see, here's the thing. You go to PMC. It's Pasadena. It's great. I mean, there's a little bit more than Orlando to show up. A little bit bigger of a show, and it's the number one because they do it every other year. But the thing with Orlando that I love is because it's the environment,
Yeah.
that you're there around all the Disney stuff, and just the vibe, and it's amazing, and it's at a resort hotel.
Yeah, there's
So if
a lot
you
to
stay,
do in
well,
that
yeah,
hotel.
Rob,
There's like two.
You've been there before, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's so much to do in that hotel
Oh
compared
yeah.
to like the Omni. Like you got the bars, like the two bars, the restaurant in that
Yeah.
hotel, the pool. There's like so much to do with the DoubleTree.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, it's there's so much to do there. So like if you stay there, when you check in, they have to give you a map as to where your room is.
Yeah.
That's how it's again, it's full on resort. And then when I went there and this is a funny story. When I went there in 22, uh it was the hurricane that hit Orlando.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I had to fly in.
I almost didn't make it to that one, but we found we were like crazy to get a flight for that. So
Yeah. No, I had to fly in from and then fly into Tampa, and I was at the Austin air. I was living in Austin, and I was at the Austin airport, and Philip Jean Marie and Jack Guzman were already there. At the place. I was like, guys, I don't get there until about 1 or 2 in the morning. I swear to God, if you guys are asleep, I will wreak havoc on each and every one, both of you. You better be up and ready to be having some beers, dude. And so we get to Tampa. I'm getting lost or whatever, and I meet up with Roger Velasquez and Kareem. Kareem, and so
they're both great people. Love Kareem.
I love
Kareem's
Kareem.
great.
Wonderful man.
Kareem's awesome, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Again, a very nice person, super cool dude. And so we were in one of those, there's like kind of like long Mercedes, kind of bus kind of things or whatever. I don't know, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Then halfway there, we stop and go ahead, Rob.
I was gonna say like a Rolls Royce. I know what you're talking about. Like
Yeah. It's like one of those like kind of like buses, like those long kind
Yeah.
of Mercedes buses.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like Kareem, Roger, and I'm in the back, and
that's a crew.
this has been a hell of a day, flying and stuff like that. And I had like, damn, Drew, you read my mind. I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah. So we did some chaser shots. We stop, get gas, and the driver that was driving us. And then I'm like, you know what? I have a feeling people are going to be up. So I got a couple of 12 packs of Modelo and stuff. Sure enough, we walk into the lobby. Everybody at 1:30, because the show doesn't start till 3 the next day. Everybody is in the lobby, hanging out, coming there. Yeah, all right. Yeah, 1:30 in the morning.
Party!
It was,
And
that
play
was my,
1:30 in the
that was my
morning.
first Braves
And then,
stop.
and then by 4 o'clock, somebody had taken me in my room, but I didn't. It was my first time there, and I was like, oh shit, I made a wrong left or a wrong right. I have idea where I'm going, and and uh and I was like, dude, this is so late. I can't even go back to the front desk. I can't even find it. Oh my God. And so it was being that tired from flying and then a couple of drinks or whatever. So I just sit there and I coiled up on one of the park benches, and I think it was Cardenas. I think it was Cardenas. Dude, Drew, what the hell are you doing, man? It's like, I don't know, I can't find my room, man. It's like, oh, get the fucking dude, get up, dude. Like, all right, you got your map on you? Yeah, I got it right here. Dude, you're on the opposite side of the resort, dude. You're like way over here. I think it was Steve that came over and did that, but it was absolutely hilarious, and was saying that, guys. That's why the majority of us, or it's like a fraternity and sorority. We're family. Yeah, there's some bad apples in there. I'm not going to go into that,
We don't
but
have to.
Not many, though.
Not even worth mentioning.
but we love each other. It's like, last weekend, if you look at my Instagram, Johnny Young Bosch
Yeah.
and the
Johnny's great too.
Catherine
Great
and I, just it was just
Catherine.
everybody's like going to leave for the hotel, hug. Hey, if I don't see you then, I'll see you in Orlando. It's like bingo, big hug, and that's the way it should be. Sadly, some don't see it that way, but that's the majority of how we all roll.
You know how
We're just so, it's just, you know, I use the term, it's nice to be nice to people. That's
Yeah.
you know what I compare PMCC to, and I said this all the time, Philip. I said that PMCC or Morphicon is very much like Woodstock, nothing but love, Power Rangers, and if you like villains, villains too.
Mhm.
I just I gotta ask you too, because will you be appearing in any New York conventions though, like in Brooklyn, Manhattan, anytime soon?
Comic-Con.
We are working on New York City Comic Con. We are working on it. I mean, again, that's
Are
gonna be,
you?
I have to be, yeah. You can talk to Christian, Rob, but
Right.
we're working on it. Again, it's gonna have to be a pay own way, but I'm not driving to New York anytime soon. They gave me two bullshit tickets whenever I was
That's
driving
worse.
there, and I'll fly
For
there.
what? Like, what? That's ridiculous.
It is.
I
Like,
got,
you say what?
check it out. I got a speeding in a school zone at 7:30 p.m.
What?
That's
with
bullshit.
no
too.
blinking lights, and
Mhm.
I was going 36 and a 25 in a school zone with no blinking lights at 7:30 p.m. and they sent me a $50 ticket.
Oh,
Was this when you were here for
Ridiculous.
Eternal
And
Con?
I was on the New Jersey Turnpike, and I'm following traffic. I'm just going traffic, and apparently I was going 10 miles over the speed limit on that. And I'm like, well, shit, they must have given like 1,000 tickets out that day because I wasn't speeding. People were passing me up on that thing, and so yeah, I don't even know where the cameras were or whatever, but yeah, you fight it. They're like, well, there's nothing we can do. Yeah, I mean, I'd have to drive there and go into court and do all kind of stuff and whatever for a $50 ticket.
Did you get the tickets when you were up here for Eternal Con?
Yeah, it's for an
Dude,
internal con.
That's bullshit.
it is.
No
It makes me
shit,
hate.
Rob.
It
No
makes
shit, dude.
Makes me
No
hate New
shit.
York even more. This is why.
Yeah, dude, New York, like I said when you were
That's why I'm
here,
not
like
I'm in New York anymore, dude. That's why
I
I'm
don't.
going
I
to
don't even like it. I hate that. Yeah,
Sorry,
thank you.
Rob. Sorry, Rob. I know you're from there, but
I'm from the Phil. I lived
Dude,
30. I mean,
dude,
Rob's
it's
lived
like-
there longer than I have. I've been in New York for 35 years. I can tell you, fuck New York. I hate New York.
Dude, this place, dude, this place
What Rob? What did Hank Hill
go
say?
go down to Texas, man.
Yeah. Well, and speaking
Yeah.
of Texas, Phil, what did Hank Hill one time say? What did he refer to New York? He referred to New York as the big rotten apple.
it is.
It
Hank
is.
Hill.
Huh?
Who's Hank Hill?
From King of the Hill.
Oh, Christian's trying to get me into that show. Yeah, it's like, dude, you could play a great character on this. I'm like, well, yeah, man. If you want me to, come over there. Hey, neighbor, I'll deliver your groceries right now, there, neighbor. and we'll make it all hunky dory. Just make sure you mow my grass every other week, and I don't have to pay you on top of that, or some shit like that, right?
The reason I brought that up, and I'm glad you said it, because now I don't blame you actually for not going back to New York, because I would do the same thing too, because it's just a shitty state. My
But in all seriousness, though, Drew, if you do come up here and you do end up flying, I'm going to be there a weekend. I'm going to be there again with my buddy Frank. He's hooking me up with a patch.
Hey, Rob, Petey, if y'all are going down to Orlando, when are you thinking about going? Because we're gonna be there. We're gonna arrive on Wednesday, so that we have Wednesday and Thursday to hang out. And again, I'm staying at another resort that's like 5 minutes down the road or whatever. But we can all hang out. I don't know if you remember Detective Jim. His whole crew is gonna be hired to be there. All the cops.
Oh, they're going to be there?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. I talked to him the other day. Yeah. And
Yeah, I'm getting in Thursday night, unfortunately. I think at like 6. I actually I found a direct flight.
Yeah.
I think I'll be in Friday.
Airport. So I'm getting there Thursday night, like maybe at 6. So definitely after I land, I'll be around for sure.
We'll all be. I mean, are you staying at the DoubleTree, the hotel, the SeaWorld?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So
Yeah.
I'm staying at another one down the road, but it's not that far. But Petey, are you coming down on like a Wednesday or Thursday or what?
Well, I got to see what my schedule looks like at work, though. Hopefully, I can attend it, though. But if I don't attend this one, I'm definitely attending MorphiCon next year, though. If I don't make this one,
Dude, you got to go to Orlando.
It's so much fun.
In my opinion, it's better than Pasadena.
Really?
Yeah, I agree with that. It's so much better.
Yeah, Daniel,
it's definitely better than Atlanta.
You're around that whole Disney vibe, SeaWorld, and then at night everything's lit up, and it's just it's a great vibe, Petey. I mean, it's just awesome. I would drop down on Orlando before PMC, no matter what.
Yeah.
It's also during the holidays they're starting to put up Christmas decorations.
Yeah, it's the vibe, it's the atmosphere. Like it's so like at PMC, hate to say it, they just rush you through, and you can't get any time with anybody. At Orlando, you actually get time, and you can talk to people.
It's more fan friendlier than PMC, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, totally.
Well, I wouldn't use the word fan friendly. I would just say that the location and the vibe.
Okay.
The vibe, definitely better vibe.
Vibe. Fan friendly is always. I mean,
no, I didn't mean that. I meant more interactive. I meant to say more interactive. That's what I meant to say. More interactive.
Right. Yeah, it's more interactive, and again, what Daniel was saying was like, you're right before. Hang in there, Jesse. You doing all right?
I try to. Only my family and I will reach out.
Sorry, I didn't mean to exclude. All right, hold on one second, Jess. But no, you get that whole vibe of being right there by Disney World, SeaWorld, Universal Studios, and then at night the lights just light up, and it's just, and then you're gonna be right there before Thanksgiving, so they're gonna start putting up
Christmas
stuff.
Yep.
Weren't there fireworks last time?
Yeah, and
I heard there were fireworks.
Huh?
Weren't there fireworks last time?
I think so. I think they might do fireworks from the theme parks, and you can see from theme parks. So, it's just the vibe. It's the vibe.
Oh man, I can't wait, man. You're getting me so pumped up.
Oh man, I'm counting down. I'm counting the days right now. I'm not even worried about Power MorphCon next year. I'm counting the days to Orlando right now.
Same here.
So
it's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah. So Petey,
I'm gonna try.
You gotta do it, dude. It's a moral imperative. You gotta do it.
It's a not a one-time experience, but it's definitely an experience you'll never forget.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's at a resort hotel, so it's not just it's not a convention center. You're in the resort, and then you're going through there, and then you can go to the pool, or you can go to the restaurants, like got a tiki kind of like theme to it.
Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 restaurants there. Like I said, there's so much more to do on those grounds compared to Atlanta.
Atlanta,
the options in the Omni is limited.
Yeah, you're limited there in Atlanta, But this is on a property, and it's just freaking amazing, dude.
It's beautiful.
I gotta get my ass down there. I really need to get my ass down
Do
there.
it, Pete. No, seriously. Right now, I'm glad we got on this right now because we still have time. Hold on, let's see how many. How am I jumping right now? All right,
How
cool.
much time do I have left?
No, seriously, Petey, dude. The hell with Power Morphicon next year. If you can make it next year, cool. Whatever. Go all in on Orlando, and Rob will tell you that, and Daniel will tell you.
Worth it.
Yeah.
But
And hopefully Anne Marie's coming, right? Because I gotta give her necklaces.
Yes.
love it.
She'll be, yeah. Anne-Marie will be there. Daniel, Anne-Marie will be there. We haven't not been announced yet. We'll be announced probably here within the next month, I would imagine.
Okay.
They're already announced
So-
some people,
Yeah,
but
so Anne-Marie, you, Jack. Oh yeah, this is gonna be
yes.
this is gonna be a freaking this is gonna be a
Allison.
party.
Yeah, and
This is
Allison.
gonna be a party.
Yes. Yeah, it's well, you know that, man. You know,
Oh yeah.
it's pretty awesome. Yeah, Rob's like, oh yeah.
We're about to wrap up soon with our final comments and questions, though. But before we do, there's a fan on here who's he's a big fan of yours, Philip. His name is MJ, and it's not Michael Jordan, it's not Michael Jackson, but his name is MJ. He's a really good guy. He's a friend of mine,
MJ.
and he said
Yay.
he hopes you're having a good day.
Well, where's MJ from?
MJ, he didn't tell me. He's on Instagram though, but he wanted me to tell. He first of all, he said good luck to the show to everyone tonight, and tell Philip I said hi.
Okay. Well, hey, here we go. MJ, thank you for being a fan. Hopefully one day I'll get to meet you at a show. But regardless, you're awesome. Thank you for being a fan, and Godspeed, and I hope everything is well with you, MJ, and Wild Access, man.
He's gonna love that. And we're gonna start off with our final comments too, and of course, ladies first. So, Miss Divine, your final comments for
Jesse!
legendary Philip. Andrew.
Lovely to meet / see you again, I think.
Yes. Well, no, hold on, Jesse, hold on. Come on, give me more.
More, you gotta give more, Jess.
Oh,
Give me more. Tell me, like, hey, your family's doing great. You're doing great. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear. Oh, come on.
oh, great. We're doing well as well. Thanks. And great to see the screen shares of you when you were younger as well.
Well, I was younger. Thank you very much. I like that. Yeah, I'm an old one now. Yes.
No, you're not. It's still the same.
Thank you very much. No, I'm joking with you, Jesse. Thank you so much for tuning in. And
welcome.
fan, and hopefully one day I'll be able to make it to Sydney or Melbourne or something like that. You know, it'd be great. That's a bucket list of mine is going down to Australia. You know, so yeah,
Great to hear that.
absolutely.
I'm in the Sydney area too.
Oh, real? Okay, all right, cool. We'll hang out with some kangaroos.
Yeah,
Hop
some
with them.
wallabies.
Hop with them. Yeah.
There's a lot of Aussie animals too. The
Even
yellow-tailed black
legs.
cockatoo as well.
Say that again?
Was that?
No, I'm sorry, Jesse. Say that again.
Yes, what'd you say?
Oh, we also have some yellow-tailed black cockatoos, but they come in the winter in Appin as well.
Are they edible?
No,
Like,
they're not.
I wish they were.
eatable. Are they eatable? Eatable. No, that's English. Shit. I'm trying to get my Australian accent. Although I need to watch Crocodile Dundee again. Never mind.
I love following it.
Jesse, thank you so much for being a fan. It's great talking to you.
You're welcome.
Take care there in Australia, okay? All
Okay.
right.
Dan, I know you have a lot to say, so let's go ahead and do this, buddy. Your final comment.
Man.
Phil, you know I love you,
man.
brother. And
Man.
you know I'm counting down the days to Orlando because I can't wait to hang out with you and Rob, and we're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be so much fun.
Absolutely, we are, Daniel. Absolutely.
And I believe that both of you have seen me when I've been cooked.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there for. I'm gonna be there for a full week. So I've already booked a full week. So I mean, yeah, it's if I'm going down to Orlando for this thing, it's gonna be a full week, not 3 days. I'm going down. I'm driving down there for a full week. So yeah,
But
Daniel, I can't wait, dude. We're gonna have a great time.
And really quick before I end, I just gotta say, like you were talking earlier, your impact and everything, and I had to say, I love that you embrace Wild Force so much because you know me, I love Wild Force. This is such a great season. And like I was like, next time you come on, I'm curious what, like you said, like there were dark things you wanted to do it because like it was already a dark season. So I'm curious what else you would put in there. Like I would find out like how you would make it dark. Like what do you mean by that? I want to know more. So next time you come on, we have to go into detail on that.
Stay tuned because there might be a comic book about it.
I'll check it out. But either way, Phil, I
Stay
love you.
tuned.
And again, can't wait to see you, man.
Absolutely,
Can't
Daniel,
wait to see you, brother.
my man.
Love you.
Hey man, I can't wait to see you in November, man. It's gonna be great. And hopefully, I mean, we'll be doing a couple more of these since then. I mean, that's if he wants to do it, but other than that, man, yeah, man, I love talking to you guys. And then, Rob, my man,
You're up, Bobby.
Oh man, I'm not gonna be able to go to sleep. I'm not gonna be able to go to sleep now tonight. I'm so pumped up for this. In November.
Yeah,
now.
so it means you're not gonna go to sleep for another 3 months.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I can't wait. Like seriously,
I can't either.
It's gonna like we had a blast in Atlanta. We had a blast when you were in my neck of the woods. And we're gonna have an even bigger blast down there because that's just Ranger Stop Orlando was my first Ranger Stop, so it holds that little special place in my heart. So
get it related to Petey, man. Let him.
Yeah, I mean it's just
Petey, don't worry about that later next year in Pasadena. Worry about it. Focus now on Ranger Stop Orlando in November. Again,
I mean
it's worth
as much as I love PMC, like just Ranger Stop Orlando was just always so fun.
Yeah, it's worth more of it than Pasadena
because it offers more.
Might be like population wise, might be a little bit bigger, not too much, but again, it's just the energy and the vibe.
It offers more.
Yes, absolutely, dude.
Awesome.
So,
and keep me posted if you're going to be here for Comic-Con. I'm going to be there all 4 days.
Which one?
New York Comic-Con.
Oh yeah, Christian's working on it. We're working on that one. Have no idea yet, but we're working on that one. But yeah, we'll give you a shout out. And definitely, I'm not driving up there anymore.
No, I'm not.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
I'm getting a ticket in the school zone.
I'm getting a hotel.
1 o'clock in the morning.
It's ridiculous. I agree.
I'm getting a hotel. I'm getting a hotel that weekend when I'm there because I just don't want to travel between Long Island and Manhattan 4 days in a row. I'd rather jump off a bridge.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, if I know the Mets and everything like that. I mean, me, I'm a Rangers fan, but good for you with the Mets thing.
Rangers, pun intended.
The Mets are on a bit of a losing streak as of late, If I lived there, I'd jump off a bridge, like no matter what.
Before I get to my final comment too, Philip, I just want to ask two quick questions before we wrap up. First of all, you're a wonderful man. With that being said, do you have any word of advice that you would like to give to our viewers right now watching?
Word of advice.
Anything you want.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a crazy world right now that we live in. And I mean, I'm not going to anything political. I'm just saying.
No, please don't. Please don't.
I would tell people young or even my age, it's never too late. Find your passion. And if you find it and it's something you like, and let's just say you've been working this job for 20 years or something, you hate it, but then you found something that you were so good at that something should have been done when you were 22 or 23, don't matter. It doesn't matter. You do it. You do it because you have that passion.
Mm-hmm.
Go and get it. Go and get it. Age is not a number. It never is. You can go and find your passion, your dream, and anything.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how old you are, and it doesn't matter if you're trying to do it when somebody else is trying to do it at 18 or whatever. It doesn't matter because well, first of all, you have more knowledge at the age of 18 or 22. You have more knowledge of life than they do. But I would say, hold on 1 second, Jesse, 1 second. But that's what I would say to my viewers right now. Age is it means nothing. Your passion, what you want to do in life, that's what matters.
You're never
Go
too old.
get it. Go get it. Just go
Well
get it.
said.
Go get
I
it.
love it.
Strong words,
Oh,
sir.
speaking of which, is that all my dreams is to get to America, try everything in life, like become a voice actor, go to Universal Studios, including the Simpsons ride.
Oh, that's a wonderful ride, by the way. That's a great ride. I did both the California and the Florida one. Both great.
Yes.
Yeah.
And by the way, I strongly share your sentiments on that Simpson ride because when I first wrote it, I was jumping for joy like a little kid, going to Blockbuster Video. My final question to you, Philip, and that is, what is next for Philip Andrew? Of course, you've been on the show before. This is a part where it's an open forum. You could talk about or say anything you want. I'm passing the proverbial microphone to you. The floor is yours, Philip.
What talk about the quote Cody Rhodes?
Yes. What is Philip going to talk about? The quote Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes. Oh yeah, knocking down John Cena the other night, and then
Brock Lesnar came out.
Brock Lesnar comes in there and just nails him. Hey guys, look, I was a wrestling fan back in the 80s, 90s, with Stone Cold and all that kind of stuff, and I just took a break for a long time, but now my agent and his brother and their friends come over, and I'm been sucked back into the wrestling world. So, guys, I'm being sucked back into the wrestling world. So you'll see a lot of that on there. But also, guys, we are if you didn't know, again, I think I mentioned it earlier. Fortnite has just released Power Rangers on Fortnite.
Yeah.
So we talked to Brennan Mejia earlier. I talked to Jack Guzman. I'm waiting on Christopher Kamen Lee, see if he responds. And we're gonna join up as a team, and we're going to play Fortnite, and fans will be able to watch all of us doing that. So stay tuned. We will be working on that. So everybody, stay tuned. Yeah, just it's gonna be awesome when you have 4 Power Rangers being Power Rangers on Fortnite.
And Chris is probably going to smoke people because he's a gamer.
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna come on and just kill
I haven't played a
everybody.
video game in like 15, 16, 18 years, some shit like that. So I'm gonna have to like literally go in there and figure out how to like do this so I don't look like a complete dumbass whenever I'm doing it. I'm
Like
going
bike.
where? I'm the old man. What? I want sharp. So yeah.
I gotta ask you before I say my final comment too, Phil. How did you feel about Austin's what chant where you have to go, I'm gonna drink a Budweiser, what? Then he goes, what? What? Like like when Stone Cold does that what chant? Do you remember?
Yeah. I didn't see that.
Okay.
But when did Austin do that?
What Austin did was like every time, and Rob understood it too.
2001.
What?
What? Yeah, he goes 2001. He goes, what? I said I'm speaking. What?
What?
My question for you, Philip, too. Well, actually, not a question. It's a comment. This is my final comment to you, and that is, you have this incredible gift, sir. Like, it's unfortunate you don't have the gifts that the powers like Merrick does, but you do have this gift, sir, where you could take a 35-year-old dude like Wah here and bring him way down here and make him feel like that 12-year-old watching Wah. You have that incredible gift, sir, and that's why I always said you always were a great storyteller.
Well, Petey, thank you very much, and again, thank you for having me on your show, and again, with Rob, Daniel, and Jesse, and guys, it's great to talk to you guys. Petey, as always, thank you, for thank you for and all of you for the acknowledgement and all that kind of stuff, and it means a lot. It really does. And again, get your ass. Your priority's not PMC next year, Petey. It's Orlando.
Yes, sir.
And Rob's going to be there. And see, Let's see what we can do. We need to get your ass over in Orlando, okay?
Let's get us there. And also, I just want to say thank you to Christian as well. I mean, yeah, if you're watching this, Christian, I just want to say thank you for making this happen. This agency, thank you, Philip, for coming on. I'm gonna send you a copy of this interview like tonight. I'm gonna try to get this episode up tonight, hopefully, if not tomorrow. And I would love to have you back on in the future, like because you're just so damn awesome.
You can play chess for us next time.
You know, Petey, anytime. And Daniel and well, Rob, I'll talk to you soon. But
Yeah.
guys, yeah, y'all have a great evening.
You too.
And
You too.
You're always welcome anytime
Yes.
here.
I
Phillip.
want to come down to Australia. Australia. Mick Day is coming down to Australia.
You have a wonderful night, sir, and it was so good hearing from you again.
Okay.
Thank you.
We'll keep in touch, Petey, and then hopefully we can do one of these before the convention. But I strenuously want you to think about going to Orlando. Don't worry about
Great
next
stuff.
PMC.
I'm gonna be getting on him I'm gonna be getting on him, Drew.
Okay. Thanks,
Don't worry.
Rob.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
you, buddy.
I'll see you there.
Guys,
Hi,
with all
Anytime.
love
No.
and with all love and respect, I just want to say Philip Andrew, the Lunar Wolf, is out, and thank you each and every one of you for being fans. I love it. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Anytime,
Love you too,
Phil.
man. My pleasure.
Good night, everyone. Thank you.
All right, bye bye.